hobbies for me coming. They were going on. There's a box of stones that we need to do to go down the things, and then I put on it. Okay, so Andrew here has been the inspiration behind many of the features at Hooke. Even in the last week,
yeah,
you know, things have come through, like the lovely blue. What were those lovely blue?
Viper's good grass.
Viper's good grass. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, it looks like delphinium, doesn't it?
It is, and I think it gets its name from the dead leaves. They look like viper's skin.
Okay, so this is one of our green roofs. We've got two.
Pinks are plants that are in Britain are only found in the Cheddar Gorge. It's found on cliff edges, just on the very edge of the cliff, just whereas it's about to plunge 1,000 feet below, and that's where it lives.
Kind of need a nice story might go behind
There are two people around the site. There's Tom Clark, who's up sitting by the egg. He's a stone carver from Martock, and he actually built the bat egg. And so you'll be able to find out all about it from him. There's a lovely cave in the bat egg for the bats, which has not yet been colonised because it's only just been finished. And then the other people are bird ringers, which are over there, and they're showing how you do bird ringing and why it's good for conservation. And after we've done our speeches, if anybody would like to go on a tour, we've got various people to show you around, so come and let me know and I'll put you in touch with the people doing the tour. Someone's paying for fruits.
Free.
Just double check for you.
Okay, so here at Holdsworth Organic Dairy, we're milking our cows just once a day, which means that they can live 3 times as long as a normal organic dairy farm.
Welcome to our ice cream stand. We've been incredibly lucky to get the wonderful Purbeck ice cream, which is award-winning Dorset ice cream.
The prettiest one we've got here today, called a light emerald. There's the real beauty. It's called a cream spot tiger. And it's not very common. It's common in the south of England, but as you go north of Bristol, it almost dies out.
There's the classic giant sunflower.
and that could grow as tall as you can make it. It's fed well. This is a wild oregano, so pretty much slug-proof. It can fill any space, in the edge of a border or a rocker or anywhere, or even in a field. And here's our native wild Tabascan nightbum, which sends beautiful flowering spikes, multiple flowering spikes with yellow flowers. In the centre they have these bright red and purple stamens, so they're beautiful. These are native wild sages, threatened with extinction, and yet they are so beautiful. They flower for 4 months in the year, and there are bee magnets for all those 4 months.
It is indeed. So now, just perfect time. We can start arriving.
And the other exciting is the sweet track, which is down on the other side there.
In 1970, a man called Mr. Sweet discovered this ancient trackway in the Somerset Levels. It was built 3,700 years ago. So this is actually a replica of that ancient trackway. It's called the Sweet Track. Yep. Up here was a pond that was, I think, was that deep, but it's a historically old mill pond. Coming down the bank, there's a whole load of springs, and there's a seepage of water out all the time. And so we directed that water down into, we made a series of cascades down here. So you imagine this was just all bare soil 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, huge celebrations. Missing some celebrations this weekend. I know that you bought 3. I'll put them back in the nice display. Remember that you bought 3. Don't worry, we've actually got even more of this.
Second year of having plants come through, and it's so exciting because every year we're just seeing more and more difference, and we really love it. We've now gone to these paths. In April I do mow most of what's there in order to get the new life back, but now we just have paths, and it's full of diversity. I mean, it's encouraging lots of insects. Forget mowing your lawn all the time. Create lovely paths, create it, make it wild, make it feel like a place that you want to wander in and give you the peace and the love around that. And then the final environmental point that I would put over is this shocking thing about peat. I went on the radio recently, and I started by saying people who use peat in their gardens are eco-criminals, and it is nothing worse. It's like chopping down the rainforest using peat in your garden. It's appalling, because peat bogs are obviously wonderfully diverse habitats. They also sequester a huge amount of carbon. I mean, absolutely vast. Have a look on my website, but don't use peat, and don't be done by the excuse of garden centres saying we're only using a little bit. None. That's what you want.
My role here was to look at the things that were already here, those key habitats that could be enhanced and that were already wonderful. So how could we make the wild more wild? What could we leave? That was my question, that was my brief. And really that's what we're looking at today, this magnificent landscape that was a monoculture grassland for much of it, and now just full of wonderful species and plants.
So your support here and your support for a wilding concept, not trimming everything but allowing, understanding and allowing nature, and let your garden, however big, however small, to support the rebirth of many insects and birds, etc., is something really important in the world today. So again, many, many thanks for coming, but most of all, to thank Julia really for actually engineering this whole thing and producing this wonderful environment that she's built at Hooke Farm.
Lovely to see you both. Lovely to see you. You finished up there?
Yes, we'll have more of this, but sort of some of the other species will be breaking through and things. So it's very exciting. So anyway, I'm really glad you joined us. Good. Thank you for coming. Okay, thanks. See you again. Yeah. So that's right. Yeah, no, smashing. That's really good.
I just think it's inspirational really, because we're all trying to do things in our own small way at home, and obviously we haven't got the scope that's here or anything else, but it's just gives you ideas, and it's very good to have the knowledge passed on and be able to ask questions and have good responses really.
I have to thank the team who've been really involved in the wilding project here. Okay, thank you everyone, thank you for coming. Eat lots of lunch, donate lots to Operation Future Hope, and tell everyone to come. Woo!